Hello everyone, welcome back to Jus de Rose, Top 20 Sexiest Fragrances for Women 2022 edition. Here we go. Coming in at number 10, we have Sandal Ruby from Carolina Herrera. This is part of the Confidential series, so the higher end Carolina Herrera fragrance collection. The bottles look different to your typical good girl, so heavier, very luxurious, and a super nice perfume collection, if I say so myself. If there's only one perfume that I would recommend you get from this collection, it would definitely be Sandal Ruby. Now, this perfume is a boss lady fragrance. It is sexy, it is loud, very lavish and intoxicating. If you love fragrances such as Rouge Malachite or Vert Malachite by Armani Privé, so these gorgeous white floral fragrances with like an amber base, you're going to love Sandal Ruby. This one is dominant in tuberose. There's some spices with cinnamon, and then you have this warm vanillic amber base that is so incredibly sexy. I adore this perfume. The dry down is gorgeous, feminine, strong boss lady fragrance. It lasts all day as well with a gorgeous projection, so it's definitely a head-turning perfume. Next, we have Burberry Oud Her Elixir de Parfum. This is the newest flanker to the Her range, and I will say this, if you like the original Eau de Parfum and you want a more gourmand interpretation, even sweeter and even more addictive, you need to get Elixir de Parfum because it is exactly what it is. It is a creamier, sweeter interpretation of the original, and it smells to me like a delicious strawberry milkshake. Creamy strawberries, oh, this is so nice. I absolutely adore it. And it's not as airy and light as the original. It's a little bit denser and thicker. So if you want something that is stronger and more impactful, I would definitely go for the Elixir de Parfum. The longevity is fantastic. It lasts 10 hours plus on my skin with a strong projection. So if you're looking for a long-lasting perfume with that strawberry milkshake vibe, then definitely go for Burberry Oud Her Elixir de Parfum. We have a designer fragrance. It is I Want Choo from Jimmy Choo. Now this one is a little bit more generic, I would say, for sure. It's more of like a mass appealing fragrance, but it is one that every single time I wear, I get compliments on. So clearly this fragrance is doing something right. It is a floral, fruity fragrance with vanilla. There's some peach and jasmine, so you definitely get these kind of notes within the designer realm, but for some reason, just this one is super likable and again, compliment getting. Now, this fragrance actually reminded me a little bit of Good Girl from Carolina Herrera, so this like, especially like the warm, sweet, like tonka bean, almondy base going on. I'm not saying it's the same fragrance at all, but it has like a little bit of a reminiscence to it, and this is for sure more fruity and fresh. So I would say if you like the good girl kind of DNA that is very indulgent and you want something that is fresher and that you can wear maybe more throughout the day, or even if you want something that's just lighter in general, I would definitely recommend I Want Choo. It has a really good lasting power and also a strong projection. We have an incredible, outstanding tuberose fragrance, another one, this time from Jeroboam. It is called Gozo. In my opinion, this is the best fragrance to get from niche brand Jeroboam. So I don't know if you've tried any Jeroboam fragrances, but what's particular about them is that they're all extrait de parfum concentration. So these fragrances last ages and ages on the skin. So if this is something that is important to you, like longevity of a fragrance, you're not going to be disappointed with Jeroboam fragrances. And I find that they're all super creative perfumes and very original pieces or fragrances that is nice when you're looking for a new niche perfume. So what does Gozo smell like? It is a truly outstanding tuberose, very different to Sandal Ruby. It is a fruity tuberose and an exotic twist on tuberose. Imagine this. Imagine you are walking around in a tropical rainforest and you are surrounded by bright, vibrant, exotic fruits in hues of yellow, of orange, of bright pink. That is the kind of imagery that I get with this perfume. There is certainly a fruity aspect, like an exotic fruity aspect. Even though it's not listed in the ingredients, there's something that happens in this fragrance that makes it like a magical, exotic, fruity mix with a very fresh and creamy tuberose note. There's also some saffron, which is going to add a little bit of spice and intrigue to the perfume that is very much present, especially in the dry down. It is a gorgeous fragrance, and as I said at the beginning, because it is an extrait de parfum concentration, it's gonna last for days. Another big compliment getting perfume, highly recommend you try it, Gozo by Jeroboam. We have another designer fragrance, and this time it is a new release from this year, Alien Goddess Intense. So this is a flanker to Alien Goddess, which is a flanker to the original Alien. It's kind of getting confusing these days, but anyways. If you are like me and you didn't like the original Alien Goddess because it is too much like vanilla cream, coconut thing going on that's like not really outstanding, you need to try the Alien Goddess Intense version. It is very different and it is much more floral, and actually it is enhanced in florals versus the original. So to me, this perfume is a hybrid between Kayali's Utopia Vanilla Coco and Classique Essence de Parfum by Jean-Paul Gaultier. If these two fragrances had a baby, Alien Goddess Intense would be it. It has like the very sensual, almost like syrupy white florals from Classique Essence de Parfum that's like so addictive and so sexy, blended with this creaminess and addictiveness of coconut that is similar to Utopia Vanilla Coco by Kayali. So if you love coconut and like sexy white florals, you're going to love this new fragrance. Even though it has coconut, I think this would be a great fragrance to wear all year round, but specifically for the evenings and for date night. So yeah, highly recommend this new designer release. So much better than the original Alien Goddess. Number 5, we have an addictive fragrance from Penhaligon's, part of the Portraits collection. It is the Bewitching Yasmine. I adore this collection from Penhaligon's. There's so many hidden gems within this collection. Oh, I mean, the fragrances are so qualitative, and look at the bottles. Each of the different fragrances have different animal heads. They're so heavy, so qualitative. I love it. This is niche luxury at its finest. So the Bewitching Yasmine, what does this perfume smell like? Well, this fragrance is a coffee cardamom oud dominant fragrance. So it's spicy. This really smells like as if you were in a spice market. That's like how realistic and how strong the spices are, especially the cardamom and the coffee as well. It smells like roasted coffee beans. The oud is in the background, it's there, but it's like a woody supporting role as opposed to being like a very strong animalistic oud. It's not like that at all. It brings darkness and depth to the perfume. This is really about an addictive coffee and cardamom note as well as sweetness. It has like a syrupy sweetness, which I really like. It is addictive, another super intoxicating fragrance, great longevity and projection, truly a hidden gem within Penhaligon's and just in general in niche. I feel like this is such a great number, especially for like autumn and winter. In the colder months, I wouldn't wear this in summer. I find that's a little bit too much, but definitely try out this fragrance for the colder weather. In contrast to colder weather fragrance like the Bewitching Yasmine, I actually have a fresh fragrance that is so nice for the summertime. It is Moonlight in Heaven by Kilian. This is a beautiful, creamy mango coconut fragrance. I mean, do I need to say more? Mango, coconut in a fragrance. This is a match made in heaven for the summertime. This to me actually smells like a dessert that I would have in Asia, like a creamy mango coconut pudding dessert. They'd be like little like tapioca beads, I don't like the clear ones. That's kind of what it makes me think of. Like imagine you're eating this dessert by the sea, surrounded by lush green vegetation, palm trees, like with views on the sea. This is what this perfume is about. It is very fresh and uplifting. It almost has like a clean shampoo effect, but like in a really nice way, like a clean, luxurious shampoo effect with the fruity note. of mango and the addictiveness of creamy coconut. Beautiful fragrance, long lasting as well. If you're looking for a fresh, fruity, long lasting perfume that will last all day, this is one definitely you should try. Gorgeous sillage as well. This is a staple for summer from Kilian. Moonlight in Heaven. Number 3. Now this perfume may surprise you because last year it was number 1 on this list. It is Scherzo by Miller Harris. I think by now you probably know about this perfume because I've talked about it so much on this channel. It is an outstanding perfume and I still love it, but I feel like there's some other fragrances in this year's list that kind of topped this perfume. So if you haven't tried Scherzo, this is a gorgeous, mesmerizing rose oud fragrance, and not as you would know or typically think of when you think of like a rose to oud combo. It is actually very fresh in the florals. It almost is a little bit fruity as well. Think fresh, transparent, rosy florals with pops of fruit darted around and a mysterious woody base. Again, the oud isn't really that noticeable in this perfume. It adds a lot of intrigue. Like, this perfume is witchcraft. If an enchantress had a scent, this would definitely be it. It is mesmerizing, it's bold, it is a statement piece. This perfume is another one that will turn heads. Compliment getting, like so many people have asked me what I'm wearing when I wear this scent, which is really nice because I do like to share what fragrance I wear with people, and it's also like I like to get compliments on my fragrances, and this is certainly one that has got me a lot of compliments in terms of longevity. Beast mode, this one. This is gonna last you all day, for days on end on clothes, even weeks if you will, with a very strong projection. Everyone will smell you if you wear this fragrance. So a little goes a long way. Highly recommend it. If you've ever wanted to try Miller Harris as a brand, this is the one that I would recommend you go for first. Coming in at number 2, we have to have a sweet perfume in here. And this is a new found love or new discovery for this year because it is a new fragrance as well. It is Babycat from YSL. So if you've seen my recent reviews, you would probably have heard of this fragrance. It is the most outstanding new release from the private line of YSL that has happened in a very long time, I would say. If you are looking for a gothic vanilla fragrance, this is the one that you should go for. It has like a suede, like leather and incense vibe about it with like a very natural, very dark, woody vanilla. Not animalic, but like a dark woodiness, which is so, so beautiful. I like to describe this perfume as a blend between, perfect blend between two fragrances. Rosando Mateo number 5. So like the softness of that blended with Vanilla Barca from Amouage. And Vanilla Barca, actually these two perfumes, like Vanilla Barca and this one, if you compare them side by side, they are very similar, though Vanilla Barca is at the same price point. Mind you, it is an attar, so higher concentration, an oil, so it deserves the high price tag, but still, it is expensive, and if you don't have the budget for it, Babycat is a great alternative to that one from Amouage. But anyways, nonetheless, these two perfumes, Vanilla Barca, Rosando Mateo number 5, is like what Babycat is about. Stunning vanilla, super long lasting as well. If you're looking for a vanilla that is different, that is not sticky sweet, that will surprise you in like a really good way, this is one that you should definitely go for. I love it. I'm so happy I bought this fragrance. It is like one of the best money that I've spent this year on fragrances is on this perfume. It is not available in the US, I don't think. If it is, I will find the link and put it down in the description box. I got mine on Harrods, and I believe Harrods probably shipped to the US, so I'll put that link as well if you're interested in getting this fragrance. And coming in at number 1, we have a very popular choice, and for good reason, because it is a fantastic perfume. It is Rouge Malachite from Armani Privé. Yes, this fragrance totally deserves all of the hype that it gets. And if you love white florals, this is a fragrance that you need to get into your collection ASAP. The most outstanding perfume from Armani Privé. With Armani Privé, the fragrances, I find some of them are more worth the money than others, and this one is definitely worth every single penny, for sure. So you're gonna have the gorgeous tuberose, very natural smelling, and quite green and earthy in the opening, so just wait for it, wait for the dry down, and this is where all the magic happens. So tuberose, orange blossom, jasmine, all blended with benzoin. And so benzoin, as the fragrance develops, is gonna come out, warms on the skin, will bring out some like soft, ambery, vanillic character is just like magic on the skin. With the white florals, I don't know what this perfume does. It is so incredible. And this is where it is, ladies. Like, pro tip, spray this fragrance 2 hours before going out so that it gives a time for the fragrance to develop, react with this chemistry on your skin. This is when it's gonna smell the best, hands down. It is so addictive, the most beautiful fragrance, in my opinion, from Armani. I highly, highly recommend it. And this is a keeper. So yes, 11 out of 10 sexy fragrance, and the sexiest fragrances I would say I have in my perfume collection. Highly recommend it, especially if you love white florals. This is one that you need to get into your collection ASAP. So that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below, what is the sexiest fragrance in your collection that you love to wear this year? I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, spread the fragrant love.